Hey guys, this is Gundam Freedom, and today I'll be doing a review on the 1144 high grade Wing Gundam. So the Wing Gundam comes molded in blue, which is a bit darker than the usual blue, and then white, red, yellow, and gray for the joints. And also a clear piece here on the search eye on the chest. For stickers, we have a sticker for the camera on the head, on here, and then the eyes, and then another green sticker underneath the clear dome here on the chest. And then there's supposed to be a sticker here on the middle piece, but I didn't use it. I just lined it using my panel lining marker. And then I also panel lined the mouthpiece and the vents on the cheeks, as well as the black parts here on the shoulders, the black parts on the vents of the chest, the black vents here on the front skirts, the knee, the vents on the knee, and then I painted gray on the top of the feet here, as well as the thruster here on the foot, as well as the yellow for the Vulcans on the head. The Wing Gundam comes with its shield. It comes molded in red and white. Just move Wing Gundam here. Comes molded in red and white for the main shield part, and then there's a green sticker here on the tip of the shield, and then there's supposed to be a black sticker here and here, but I just lined it using my Gundam marker. And there's a gray part here for the handle, which the Wing Gundam can hold securely if you just insert it in a specific way, like so. So that's the shield. And there's also a gimmick here for the shield, wherein you can split it into two, and that is where the beam saber is stored. It's not coming out. It's not coming out. But the hilt or the handle of the beam saber can be removed from the shield. I don't know why it's not removing on my version. So yeah. So as for the beam saber, it comes molded in gray, and then it also comes with two clear green beams, but you only use one for this kit. So when you remove the beam, you can store the beam saber inside the shield. So that's the beam saber. And then next up is the Buster rifle. It comes molded in the same gray color as the inner parts or the joints of the Gundam itself, but I painted it lighter gray because that's what the real color of the Buster rifle is in the anime, as well as a molded yellow part here on the bottom. I also painted black on the canisters here, the three of them, and then the forward facing area of the rifle and the tip of it, and also the vent here on the back. I painted those black. So when it can be held on the hand pretty easily, you can just slide the handle inside the hand. Don't need to remove the cover of the hand, and the Wing Gundam can hold it. As for the hands, the high-grade Wing Gundam comes only with these standard holding hands. It doesn't have any of the other optional hands from the newer wing line, but I think you can use them on this, but I didn't use them here on the review because this is the only ones that comes with the kit itself. So Wing Gundam has a double ball jointed neck, which lets the neck go up about that far, and then down that far, and then side to side about that far, and can rotate about all the way around. The arm, there's a polycap hinge here which lets the arm go forward when you pull it out, just like so. And the ball joint shoulder can move forward and backwards that far, and then can rotate all the way around. And then the whole arm can go up about that far. And then there's a bicep swivel here which can rotate all the way around. Then the claw part here can move down, and then there's a second joint here on the claw which lets the claw go down further. And then the elbows are double jointed, so it can bend about that far when the claw is out of the way, but if the claw is stored, can only bend about that far. And then for the wrist, it's a typical ball jointed wrist which can rotate and wiggle around. For the chest, it's a double ball joint which is typical on the newer high grade, so can go forward about that far, then can go back about that far, and then side to side about that far, and can rotate all the way around. For the waist, the front skirts are molded together, but you can separate them. They're all both of them are on ball joints, and they can go up about that far together. And then there's a hinge inside here in the center which lets the leg go up and down on that joint. And then the side skirt can go up about that far and then go forward and back. The back skirt doesn't move, it's fixed pose. And then for the legs itself, they can go up about that far, then can go back that far, and can go out about that far. And then for the knee, can bend about that far. There's also a rotation here on the hip joint. And then for the ankles, there's a polycap hinge here inside which lets the foot go up and down on that joint. And then there's a ball joint for the ankle armor at the back, as you can see here, which lets the armor go all the way around. And then for the foot, there's a ball joint inside the foot which lets the foot go forward and back, and then side to side, and rotate about that far. And there's also a toe joint for the transformation. For the wings, they are on a polycap hinge here which lets the wing go forward and back on that hinge, and then it can also rotate all the way around. And then there's a hinge inside here on the wing, on the blue part, which lets the wing go up about that far. And then both of these wings can move separately. The bigger wing can go up about that far, and then the red wing, the small wing, can go about that far. They can go up about that far all together. Wing Gundam can transform. Its official name for the transformation of the Wing Gundam is called the Bird Mode, while the Wing Zero is Neo Bird Mode. So to transform it, you just rotate the head to have it facing back, and then fold it down. And for the shoulders, pull the shoulder armor down, and then remove the hands, and then pull the claws out, just like so, and then bend it about 90 degrees to have the claw out about just like that. And the wing, just situate it parallel to the body, and then open them up on the big piece, not on this hinge, only the hinge for the wings itself, just like so. Rotate the waist all the way around, just like so. And for the knee, you bend the knee forward, just like so, and so that the thruster here can go up instead of pointing down, just like so. So that's the difference between the transform leg and the normal leg. And for the feet, just point them outwards, like so. And then you need to remove the thruster here on the back skirt, the middle piece here, because that's where the hole for the action base is. So now we remove the middle piece. The hole is in there for the action base connector. Put it on the base, just like so. And then get the shield. You don't need to do anything to the shield. Then the buster rifle, fold the handle down like that, and then there's a hole here and a sliding gimmick on the shield itself, and then there's a sliding peg here on the buster rifle. What you do is put the peg inside here and then slide it down to lock it in place. Then fold the handle down of the shield, and then there's two big pegs here on the top portion of the shield, and then there's two slots here on the backpack, and just peg the shield on to those slots, and now you have Wing Gundam in its bird mode. For comparison, here is the Wing Gundam together with my custom Italian Wing Gundam. As you can see, the only difference is the blue parts are now green. What I did is I used the green parts from the Wing Gundam Fenice, and then I attach it onto the another Wing Gundam. So now I have the Italian version, or the first version of the Wing Gundam Fenice in the anime. And then compared to the newer high grade from this line, and in the span of around almost 10 years, the engineering of Shenlong is far greater than the engineering of the Wing Gundam. The only downside of this kit is the green parts on the shoulders. They should have used clear domes for the shoulders, but they didn't. They just used stickers. Unlike this one, they have a clear piece here on the chest, but the sticker is underneath it, so it's not that obvious. And then for the articulation part, they are both good, but they added more joints here on the newer high grade from the line, and also some of the details are much refined than this kit, because this kit was around 2013, I believe, or 2014 when it was released, so some of the details are not that clear. Overall, I really like this kit despite its age. It was released back in 2013, I believe. So it's almost 10 years old, or over 10 years old, I believe. So yeah, even though it's that old, it can still be compared to the newer high grades from this line. So yeah, the details are good, the separation, the color separation is nice, the articulation is nice, especially the shield part. And then the head is very accurate to what it looks like in the anime. So yeah, if you're looking for a much cheaper alternative, if you don't have the budget for the real grade, so you can just buy the high grade version if you can find it, because it's a bit hard to find it right now, because I think Bandai haven't released or re-released this kit for a long time now. Overall, it's a nice kit, highly recommend it. So if you're looking for a much cheaper version of the Wing Gundam, just go for this high grade. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope to see you guys again next time. Bye!